Moonshiners, master distiller, includes some illegal activity. So where is it filmed? The moonshining business, infamous for its roots in illegal alcohol production, has long been a source of fascination for many. For decades, the practice of crafting illicit liquor in remote locations has held a certain allure, steeped in rebellion, secrecy, and the romanticized image of outlaws defying the law. The Discovery Channel series Moonshiners, which chronicles the lives of modern-day moonshiners, delves into this underground world, offering an intimate look at the challenges and triumphs of those who keep this tradition alive. However, the most recent iteration of the show, Moonshiners, Master Distiller, elevates the drama with the added thrill of competition and mastery. The show features skilled distillers competing to see who can create the finest batch of moonshine, but it also raises some intriguing questions. Where exactly is this show filmed, and how does the filming process navigate the legal and illegal elements of moonshining? The show's format and popularity. Moonshiners, Master Distiller follows a competitive format where moonshiners from across the country go head-to-head, showcasing their craft and vying for the title of the best distiller. They battle it out in a series of challenges, testing their abilities in everything from making the best corn whiskey to perfecting more specialized distilling techniques. In a way, the show elevates moonshining into a respected craft, akin to artisan distilling, while also hinting at the shadowy origins of this age-old practice. The premise is simple. Each episode pits competitors against one another in a series of distilling challenges, judged by experts in the field of distilling. As the competition intensifies, the show highlights not just the technical aspects of distillation, but the personalities of the moonshiners, who often exhibit a sense of pride in their craft that goes beyond the simple act of making alcohol. Viewers are treated to scenes of moonshiners working with copper stills, rare ingredients, and traditional techniques, all while navigating the constant threat of law enforcement and the occasional mishap that comes with distilling in secret. Yet, beneath the competition lies the undeniable truth: moonshining, at its core, is illegal. Despite its presentation as a craft, making liquor without the appropriate licenses or permits is a criminal act in most places. This leaves one of the most fascinating questions surrounding the show. Where exactly is it filmed, and how does the show handle the inherently illegal nature of moonshining filming locations? The mystery behind the camera filming locations of Moonshiners, Master Distiller, are shrouded in a layer of secrecy, due in part to the illicit nature of the moonshining business. While many of the distilleries featured on the show are based in rural, off-the-beaten-path locations, the exact details of these sites are kept under wraps for obvious reasons. Publicly disclosing the filming locations could compromise the safety of the participants, put them at risk of legal action, or even draw unwanted attention from law enforcement. However, through various clues and the geographical hints offered throughout the series, it becomes clear that the show is filmed in several different regions across the United States. The states that most commonly serve as the backdrop for Moonshiners, Master Distiller, include Kentucky, Tennessee, and West Virginia. These states are famous for their long history of alcohol production, particularly whiskey, and continue to have a strong moonshining tradition. Kentucky, the heart of Bourbon Country, Kentucky, often referred to as the birthplace of bourbon, is an iconic location when it comes to the distilling industry. The state is home to many licensed distilleries, but it also has a deep-rooted history of illegal moonshining. During Prohibition, moonshiners in Kentucky played a major role in keeping the flow of alcohol going, often hiding their stills in remote locations to avoid detection. Even today, the state's rugged terrain and isolated forests provide the perfect cover for those seeking to distill in secret. While the majority of the distilleries in Kentucky operate legally today, The history of illegal moonshining remains a source of pride for many locals. The state's long-standing relationship with distilling makes it a natural setting for the Moonshiners franchise. The show's use of Kentucky as a filming location is an acknowledgement of the state's deep connection to the tradition of moonshining, and it likely serves as a point of pride for the characters featured on the show. Tennessee. The birthplace of American whiskey, Tennessee is another state with a rich distilling heritage, particularly famous for its smooth and charcoal-filtered whiskey. While Tennessee is home to some of the largest legal distilleries in the world, it also has a history steeped in the underground. The state's rural, mountainous regions are often cited as prime locations for illegal distilling, due to their remoteness and the natural cover provided by dense forests. On Moonshiners, Master Distiller, many of the competitors hail from Tennessee, and some even craft their shine using local ingredients, such as corn and sugar. The state's blend of tradition and lawlessness makes it an ideal setting for the show, where the line between legal distilling and illicit moonshining is often blurred. In many ways, Tennessee is the perfect microcosm for the culture of moonshining in the United States, offering viewers a glimpse into the heart of the industry. West Virginia. The Wild West of the Appalachian Mountains, West Virginia, with its rugged terrain and isolated communities, is a state that has long been associated with moonshining. The Appalachian Mountains, which stretch across much of the state, are famous for being the perfect environment for hidden distilleries. During Prohibition, moonshiners in West Virginia were known for using creative methods to evade the law, including hiding their stills deep within the mountains or constructing elaborate underground bunkers. Today, while moonshining in West Virginia remains illegal, the state's association with the practice is deeply ingrained in local culture. Many of the moonshiners featured on Moonshiners, Master Distiller have roots in the Appalachian region, and the show often highlights the unique methods used by these distillers, who rely on the area's natural resources for ingredients and even their still-building techniques. The secrecy of West Virginia's moonshining culture fits perfectly with the format of the show. The show frequently depicts moonshiners working in secluded locations, hidden from view by thick trees and the natural landscape. This setting adds an air of mystery and danger, perfectly aligning with the show's tone of rebellion against the authorities. Navigating the legal gray area, one of the most interesting aspects of filming Moonshiners. Master Distiller is the careful balance the producers must strike between showcasing the craft of moonshining and ensuring that they don't run afoul of the law. After all, producing alcohol without the appropriate permits is a criminal offense in many parts of the United States. To navigate this legal gray area, the production team has likely implemented various precautions. For instance, while the distillers are shown creating moonshine on camera, the actual process of distillation may not always be fully executed or completed. It's possible that the production team films segments in such a way that the finished product is never actually produced on site. Instead, some of the footage may be staged or edited to create the illusion of moonshining while avoiding any legal consequences. In addition, many of the distillers featured on the show may be using legal loopholes, such as operating under permits for small batch or experimental distilling, which allows them to avoid legal trouble while still showcasing their craft on television. It is also possible that certain segments of the show are filmed in controlled environments where the production team can ensure safety and compliance with local laws. Conclusion: Moonshiners. Master Distiller takes viewers deep into the world of moonshining, offering a unique blend of competition, craftsmanship, and the ever-present threat of law enforcement. The show's filming locations in states like Kentucky, Tennessee, and West Virginia highlight the rich history of moonshining in the United States while maintaining a sense of secrecy and danger. While the exact locations of the distilleries used for filming remain a mystery, the show's setting serves as a reminder of the rebellious spirit and ingenuity that has long been associated with moonshining. Despite the illegal activity at its core, the show celebrates the craft of distillation, showcasing the skills and dedication of those who continue to practice this ancient tradition.